Welcome to the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Friday, December 20th. Over the last 30 days, we've seen precipitation mainly targeted over the southern half of the Great Basin, with precipitation above 200 or 300% of normal over southern areas of Nevada, the Arizona Strip, southern and eastern Utah. We've had much less precipitation further north, with precipitation over the last 30 days below normal over parts of central Idaho into western Wyoming. Over the last 72 hours, we have had some new snowfall up over central Idaho as a storm system is now moving into the Great Basin. It has been moving in over the last couple days. And currently our snow depth is the image on the right. Looking at our snowpack, you can see that the snowpack across Nevada, Utah, down into Arizona and western Wyoming is near to above normal, with also snowpack further north below normal. The Evaporative Demand Drought Index, the EDDI, shows that we are not in any areas of drought really across the Great Basin. Our satellite image from this morning shows the next storm system. We had one move through a couple of days ago. Now we have another one approaching the west coast, which will bring some precipitation later this weekend to the Great Basin, along with an increase in winds. Looking at the weather pattern for later today, we still have light winds under the influence of a ridge of high pressure before that area of low pressure off the coast approaches. So we do have poor ventilation across the Great Basin, along with generally light to moderate winds and low mixing heights. As we move into Saturday, that area of low pressure gets a little bit closer to the west coast, so we will see winds start to improve or increase across western areas of the Great Basin, but more so up into Oregon and Northern California. So still poor dispersion for the most part on Saturday, but later in the day those winds will pick up along parts of the Sierra Front into western Nevada, and also mixing heights will be increasing, so we may see better areas of ventilation as we get later in the day on Saturday over western areas. Otherwise, still low mixing heights with light winds further east. On Sunday, that storm system moves a little bit closer, bringing, again, stronger winds, pushing them further eastward across the basin, and also bringing some precipitation to far western areas. We will see a little bit better dispersion over western and southern regions of the Great Basin on Sunday. Again, those stronger winds, mainly located over parts of western and central Nevada, where wind gusts will exceed 40 or 50 miles per hour at times. Also, mixing heights will be on the rise across much of Nevada into the Arizona Strip and western Utah. Looking at the Utah Forecast Clearing Index for the next few days, you can see generally low conditions, but as those winds start to increase towards Sunday over western Utah, you can see much higher clearing indices in the west. The only precipitation we'll likely see with this system moving in for the weekend will be on Sunday, and it will be generally in the higher terrain of the Sierra, but we could see some lighter showers trickle further east over into central Nevada. Also, you may see some light showers further north up into Idaho, but nothing noteworthy. As we move into early next week, this system continues to slide to the south. It will track over Baja Peninsula into northern Mexico, so it will bring precipitation to southern areas closer to the middle of the week. However, on Monday, generally winds will be on the decrease, may still be breezy over parts of eastern areas of the Great Basin, so kind of a mix of better ventilation over parts of Utah, but poor ventilation further west and north. On Tuesday, that system continues to move eastward, and it will bring some precipitation to parts of southern and eastern Nevada, into the Arizona Strip and Utah. And again, a little bit better ventilation over parts of southern and eastern Utah on Tuesday. On Wednesday, another low starts to move towards Southern California, and this will continue that precipitation over, again, mainly central and eastern areas of the Great Basin, with cloud cover over western and far northern areas. On Thursday, that system starts to exit, so we will see a break in weather, likely towards Thursday, but possibly a return of some moisture later in the week or towards the weekend, but right now it's not looking like a significant amount of moisture. The precipitation forecast for days 4 and 5, this takes us from Monday through Wednesday morning, shows that precipitation again as those systems move by to the south. It will mainly target Utah, the Arizona Strip, and southern and eastern Nevada, along with the Sierra. However, further north and west, we will not see much precipitation. The 8 to 14 day outlook shows below normal temperatures for the Great Basin, taking us into the very end of December into early January, along with above normal precipitation continued for the southern half of the Great Basin. We're still looking at continued drier conditions further north up into Idaho. That concludes the webcast for today. Check back on Monday for the latest updates.